I'll be more specific. Are you a religious guy? Do you believe in God? Do you believe that you have been led down this path by a force greater than yourself? Or was it more accidental?
Well, I believe that we have more power than that as people. So I believe that I would pick a third answer, which is that we create, like there's a great song that I listen to, and the lyric in the song is, chances are we're our best chance.
Who sang that song?
It was Bob Marley. I heard him sing it way back. It was like an early version. But to me, it's like we're manifesting our future. I'm not waiting for some person outside of me to tell me how to make the world better. I'm going to look you in the eyes and we're going to put our arms around each other. We're going to do it. And you can say that that's manifesting us to do it, or it's not. But in any case, we're going to do it anyway.
How's your relationship with your mom and dad?
Great. Yeah, my mom and my dad are two of my heroes. I have stories, about what they've done to, as I was a child watching them. It was such an unbelievable admiration that there was no way I wasn't going to try to do something big, positive with my life. I mean, that's just what they instilled in me, giving me a chance to believe in myself, to fall down, pick myself up, but always just believe in me. Yeah.
In spite of, or in addition to, all the extraordinary work that you're doing, and the amazing results and feedback that you're getting, and my belief that you are helping to change the world for the better, talk to me about the things that bring you down. Talk to me about the things that depress you. Speak to me personally about what you fear. Talk to me about the moments when you're not all that certain in the context of the clarity of which we've shared our thoughts this evening. Well,
I guess that would be in the eyes of the world. Sometimes I fear that we're losing touch with the center of our humanity. We're losing touch with the fact that it started with the human race. We were all here, and now it's come to the point where I can use one word and I can describe 2 billion people. I can say the Chinese are this. And I guess what I fear is that we lose the human heart in the modern society, that we lose the individualism, that we lose the spirit by dealing with the media that oftentimes promotes fear. I mean, basically economics. I mean, I don't want to live in a world where economics determines the planet. I want to live in a world where the planet determines economics. And so I guess what I fear is that people start to take materialism and make it more important than individualism and humanity. And so the things I fear are greed is one of the biggest things I fear. Because I believe even the wealthiest people with tangible items, materialism, that they can be inspired to make the world better. I believe in that. But sometimes I feel like with so much division between wealth and poverty, and with so many people just saying like, well, let me just take care of my family, that they don't see that their family is in another country, in another continent, starving to death somewhere right now. And they just decide to put up a wall. And it's like, here I am, and if I don't ever see that, what do I care? And I just want to, I guess, so what I fear is that people start to disconnect from what makes us human, which is a heart. There's a great line in a song, Grandpa Elliot, one of my heroes, and he says, I love you more than the blood that runs through my veins. And when you look at that kind of conviction, that's what I believe in. And I guess I get worried sometimes that the masses are being taken away from that sort of integrity, from that sort of intention, from that sort of capability as a planet. sometimes we're being robbed of our own most vital resources, our compassion, our love, and our need for each other.
In a perfect world, what do you see yourself doing, and where do you see playing for change 10 years from now?
Well, I see Playing for Change 10 years from now with hundreds of schools networked together all over the world. I see it as a place where people sort of use it as synonymous with the raising of the global consciousness. Something where, if we need something to rally behind, something that is for everybody, because religion and politics intrinsically, they're beautiful, but they intrinsically divide people. There's no way not to divide people with those components. But if we pick something for everybody from the human spirit, it can transcend all of that. So I think I would love Playing for Change to be a platform from which people see that with music and the act of playing music and connecting to other people and inspiring other people, we create a better world. I'd love for it to be a component from which people just think about, I want to make the world better with art. Playing for Change is a vehicle for which I may take a ride on. And for myself, I think just, when I said to myself when I was a young person, I said when I was maybe 18 years old, I said, my goal in life is to be involved in as many inspiring human experiences as possible. So my dream would be 10 years from now, I am just 10 years down the road on the same path. 10 more years of amazing human experiences.
How are you doing?
So far, so good. So far, so good.
When that time comes, a long time from now, how will you like people to think about you, or remember you, reference you? Do you care about any of that stuff in terms of a personal legacy? And if you do, what would it be?
Right. Well, it's an interesting thing. I mean, when you think about passing on from this planet and legacy, and back in my day of interpersonal communication at University of New Hampshire,
Yeah.
one thing that fascinated me was, the concept of mental illness. If you study mental illness in certain African tribes, they would define the situation as what's wrong with that part of us, rather than what's wrong with you.
Say that
Now,
again.
What's wrong with that part of us, not what's wrong with you.
Okay.
They don't isolate you as being the problem and wondering what's wrong with you. They say, what's wrong with that part of us? What can we all do to make that part of us pick itself up? And I think that what I would like to be remembered as is a part of Playing for Change, a part of something that said, we're all here together, let's raise ourselves up and never let anyone tell us that we can't change the world, because that's exactly what we're going to do.
At the risk of appearing too penetrating in my inquiry,
Penetrate away.
how would you like to be remembered?
I think I'd like to be remembered as somebody who saw the potential in everybody and believed in the power of the human spirit. I'm a flash of light. I'd like to say that I was a part of something bigger than myself that had positivity and human spirit at the center. I'd like to quickly, if you don't mind, give a quick example of what I'm talking about. One of my heroes in life has turned out to be Norman Lear.
Yes.
Norman
Yes.
is one of the driving forces behind Playing for Change in every way, and has been a huge supporter of myself for many years. And he said to me, some advice. He said, you should live your life like you have a piece of paper in each pocket. And in one pocket, it says, I am nothing but a piece of sand on the beach of life.
Yeah.
And in the other pocket, it says, this world is just for me. And you balance out those two pieces of paper. So I'd like to be remembered as somebody that found a balance between individualism and collective conscience.
The hour is growing late, and I don't want to take advantage of your time and generosity of spirit. But I do want you to know two things. One, I consider you one of the most inspiring people that I've met. And I am speaking not just for Elliot Mintz, but for a ton of folks who you will never have the opportunity to meet. And secondly, and you take this with you, if there is anything that I can do on a media level for playing for change and advancing the work and the vision you're doing, you got me. You just got me. Obviously pro bono, and obviously forever. And just know that I look upon you as a brother, and I think of sharing some time with us in front of the fireplace tonight.
I just want to tell you that I thank you so much from all the people around the world that have touched me. I want to just send and impart on you all of the love and the thanks for all that you've done to open the doors for all of us around the world. And thank you for giving me a chance to speak with you tonight. It's a very humbling experience, and thank you.
God bless you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today.
Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace.
You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
hello, good morning. I see the sun is high, and I got to make my way in the streets, trying to get by, getting high. Well, I feel my time is coming, and I feel it's gonna be love I have for living. You gotta feel for me. Gotta make a couple of quarters, maybe a nickel and a dime. Love, but I'm out here in the streets, short money. Gotta make it all the time. Well, I got to get on up and Lord and get on down. Oh, lose money for change is the reason why. Oh, when I get back home, I got to buy some milk and pampers so my baby don't cry. Oh, I gotta get